So, you want to get your first 4K? Well, in this video, I'm going to tell you some tips to get your first 4K. I will be giving you 5 tips to get your first 4K. And if you implement these things, I believe you can get your first 4K way easier. Tip number 1. I know you've probably heard this 1,000 times by other YouTubers, your friends, anyone that plays the game. But if you play the game way more, it will become a lot easier. I got my first 4K after 500 hours, and this was before wildcard or any modes to help you get your first 4K. So, if you put in about 3 hours a day, you'll improve a lot faster than you think. How you improve is not just doing movement or anything fancy. Just playing pubs or wildcard will get you so much practice. So please just play the game more, and it will happen eventually, I promise. Alright, time for tip number 2. Please get your finishes. I know it seems like you have to constantly be fighting people, but if you kill someone that has blue, that's 175 damage right there. But if you get your finish, that's 100 more damage. So you'll be getting 275 for the same work of 175. I promise if you do that, your damage will skyrocket. If you watch the gameplay, you will see I'm basically instantly going for the finishes. Because I know the more finishes I get, it's 100 extra damage on top of my kill. So it just adds up. So please just do it. Alright, time for tip number 3. Now, this only applies to wildcard. So if you're watching this after wildcard's gone, or you're just trying to get one in pubs or ranked, you can just skip over it right now. It does not apply to you. Alright, now it's just wildcard people. So when you kill someone or you die, a certain amount of time it takes for you to respawn or the enemy to respawn. So if you kill 1 or 2 people on a team, just back up. Okay? I know you want to get that last kill, but if you wait for them to respawn, that's another 275 damage per kill. And you can do this as many times as you're able to. So if you keep doing this for the whole match and get, say, 15 kills, that's like 5,000-ish damage, maybe. I'm not going to do the math because I'm lazy, but it's so much damage. So please just let them respawn. You get kills, you get damage, you get everything. Okay? Okay. So this applies to everyone, not just wildcard again. For tip number 4. So when you're not used to game 4Ks, it's a lot more difficult. It is really easy to get damage if you grab a medium to long range gun. One of my favorite for damage is our R31. It shoots really fast, it is highest damage, but it's really good for gaining quick damage, like 100 damage per person. And then what you want to do, you want to let him back up a little bit, right? Back up, heal. You want to keep doing that. Now, once you knock someone, then you go full send and get kills, right? That's when tip number 3 or 2 comes in. But what you want to do, you want to just keep getting 100 damage, let him heal. 100 damage, let him heal. If you do it so many times, you get so much damage. If you get it 3 times per person, that's 300 damage on top of the 275 for when you kill them. So that's 575. That's over an eighth of what you need by one person. And say you get 10 kills, that is 5,750. Okay, it's time for the final tip of the video. Tip number 5. Now, this is not my favorite thing to do. It's just not how I play. If you're like 500 to 1,000 damage off and like there's low teams left, like 1 to 2, and you get a knock, do not push. It goes back to tip number 4. If you push and say you don't get your 500 to 1,000 damage, you just put yourself in a way more difficult spot with 1 team left. So, if you get a knock, do not push. Let them res, heal up. You just let them do all of the stuff they need. You'll get another 175 to 275 damage if you get a knock and a finish, which just adds up so much faster. And if you keep doing this, you might get thirded, which is why I don't really like doing this. Because if you're low or you need to reload your guns, it makes it so much more difficult to win that fight. Because you get thirded, like just full sent by a different team, you have nothing, miraculously you win your fight, then the team you're just fighting is going to push you, and it's such a low chance of winning that fight. So I would not do this unless there's one or two teams left, and say one of them's a duo. They're not going to push until you two are on top of each other fighting. So just take your time. Only do this if you need to. If there's 10 teams left, don't do it. You're going to get thirded. You're going to lose your good friend. So please do not do this unless it is necessary. Please. Okay, that wraps it up for this video. If you follow all of my tips, I bet you could get a 4K within 3 days. And if you can't, keep trying. I promise you, it just comes with time. If you like this video, please like and subscribe and leave a comment. Leave a comment who your main is. I don't care. Just please do it so I know you like these types of videos and I can make more for you. Maybe I can help you get your first 20 bomb, find your main. Just please do that stuff. I really want to do this for a living and make people laugh, teach them things. So please, just do those things for me.